As a game design major, something important and fascinating to me is the clockwork and inner workings of games. How they function, what makes them successful or not, and especially what makes them stay relevant over the years. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is no different. In this series, I aim to give both myself and you all a better understanding of this mystifying TCG. Everyone take a seat, it's time for game design in Yu-Gi-Oh! Hello, and welcome to the new setup. Yes, that is correct, everyone. We are all set up in the new place. I guess new Desperate Oak 48 headquarters. And it's Friday. So, you know what that means. It means that it's time for, what's this series called? Game Design in Yu-Gi-Oh! Episode 6. So as I'm sure you're probably questioning from the title of the video, being game theory, what does that mean? Well, it's not just a YouTube channel. I guess, really quickly.
I'm not a professional game designer, I'm just a student. This is all me conveying information I knew, I have been taught, reteaching myself through my own research and revisiting my notes, and then applying it to the TCG Yu-Gi-Oh! Sources were usually in the description. I have no idea how to figure that part. But
a big one is the book Rules of Play by Katie Salen and Eric Zimmerman. I highly suggest it if you're interested in any of this, but let's go ahead and jump into what we're actually going to be talking about here. So game theory. I almost said game design. Game theory. What game theory is it is the, I don't know where I'm going to put the definitions for this because I'm perfectly in the middle. They might just go over my face. Who cares? Anyways, game theory is the branch of applied mathematics that studies strategic situations where players choose different actions in an attempt to maximize their returns. Can I buy a fucking S for that definition? What does that mean? Well, okay, so what this is it is how players try to maximize the benefits. Stuff like, this fairly heavily applies to Yu-Gi-Oh! This is more stuff like, okay, I know my opponent is playing this. What can I do to end on the best board possible? So this is stuff like trying to play around your opponent's negations as well as what you know about the opponent's deck. This is really just playing the game and trying to give yourself the best possible outcomes of playing the game. I'm gonna look over my notes and then look right back here. And there's gonna be a cut between that so y'all don't see it. But in a second, I'll have more information to tell you all. I also realize I'm not looking directly at the camera. I'm kind of looking at where I am on the camera, so I don't know how my eyes are gonna look through all of this, but you know, we're here and we're doing it, so. The theory, I guess, of game theory was originally intended to apply to what's called a zero-sum game. And really what that is one player's gains are directly tied to another player's losses. For example, if you're playing Hungry Hungry Hippos, every marble you eat is one marble your opponents cannot eat. It means what it essentially ties down to, at least the best description I can give you, is that there is a singular pool of resources, and for everything you take, that pool of resources is depleted, so your opponents get less. I hope that makes sense and is correct. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not a zero-sum game. That's just more information for you all. In Yu-Gi-Oh!, the resources and like in Yu-Gi-Oh!, for example, I think the best example is Solemn Judgment. In a zero-sum game, the 4,000 life, if Yu-Gi-Oh! Were a zero-sum game, the 4,000 life point deficit from Solemn Judgment would be detrimental. However, there are some decks where your life points really don't matter. So that subtraction of half your life points doesn't mean anything to you. It does not give you a loss or a win in most decks. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not a zero-sum game. That's just more information for you all in case you guys want to use it for something. I don't know, man. Game theory kind of ties a lot into the next episode, episode 7 of this, which is going to be called Strategy, which should be fun and fun for everyone. So there are two kind of definitions we need to get clear here, kind of in this episode of Game Theory to set up for the next episode of Strategy. And these definitions are player and strategy, okay? So the definition of player that we are going to be using is a person or group of people with a clear set of interests or goals in mind. So this could be a team of people like football, or it could be a single person like Yu-Gi-Oh! With the clear interests, like the goal in mind is to diminish or deplete your opponent's life points to 0 before they can do the same to you or before time runs out. And then the other definition strategy is any complete plan that cannot be altered by an opponent or any random force of nature and falls within the rules of the game. And yes, that's cannot, 2 words, not cannot 1 word. They're, I don't know English very well, but I believe there's a difference. Players should be very easily, and that's just us as players playing the game. If you thought it would be anything else, I'm terribly sorry. But strategy, that's going to, again, be covered next week, because otherwise this would be a very long video. Not very long, it would just be longer than I want, because I don't like doing this as like the big 15-minute long videos. I kind of like to keep these shorter, but whatever, man. I guess I'm just stupid. Anyways, that's all Game Theory is. Yes, it is a YouTube channel with fun gaming conspiracy theories. It's a YouTube channel I follow because I enjoy it a lot, but really, again, game theory is just the branch of applied mathematics that studies strategic situations where players choose different actions in an attempt to maximize their returns, which is a definition I believe that comes straight from the book Rules of Play. Really, in all honesty, this is just how we look at a situation we're faced with and how we think, okay, how can I work around this, and how can I play what's in my hand, literally play the cards I'm dealt to come out on top of this situation. And sometimes it's easier, like my Tim Dangle deck is very easy to play around, unless I get the perfect hand, which is hard to happen. The deck doesn't set anything up, and it's a fairly linear way to get across, to get over this deck. But with Infernoid Subterror, on occasions you really have to jump through a few more loops, and then with this deck I'm working on, which I'll reveal later, you kind of gotta work for it sometimes. But anyways, that is episode 6 of Game Design in Yu-Gi-Oh! That is Game Theory. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to leave a comment. Let me know. And this is the new space that I'll be working and recording in, so I'm very excited for it, despite the fact that my face and tone don't say I'm excited for it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for supporting the channel throughout everything. And I'm glad that we're back on our regularly scheduled programming. Thank you guys so much. If you like the video, leave a like. If you like the content, leave a subscribe. If you have any questions or just want to call me an idiot, leave a comment. But anyways, thank you guys so much. I'm DesperateDog48, and I will see you all next time. Hey guys, we have an end card. Really, that means nothing except for the fact that I'm learning all this shit. But anyways, again, thank you guys so much. There is a clickable thing to the Built From Nothing playlist up here. You can click the thing to subscribe. That is my Twitter up in the top right corner. But I want to say thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you for watching the videos. Please leave a like. Hit that subscribe thing that's literally right on the field. Watch the Built From Nothing playlist if you haven't, because that's kind of the bread and butter of my channel. And as I said literally 25 seconds ago, I will see you all later. Have a good one.